Emotional intelligence as a study, a practice, a skill set, and emotional self-awareness are often confused. They're often sort of interchanged as meaning the same thing. But emotional self-awareness is actually an emotional intelligence skill. And amongst the definition of what is emotional self-awareness is understanding our emotions, the impact they have on us and the impact they have on other people. So I want you to consider this. When someone does something to you, so whether they behave poorly to you or they say something and you feel yourself emotionally getting charged up, what happens? Because what they do speaks to their character. How we respond speaks to ours. So when we use phrases like, they made me so mad, what they did caused my behavior, it's complete bullshit. What other people do does not speak to your character. How you choose to respond exactly speaks to your character. And this is what the emotional intelligence or EQ skill of emotional self-awareness is all about. It's about catching those emotional responses and knowing how to regulate them so that they don't drive the bus. Emotional intelligence development pulls us out of that kind of behavior that later on we ruminate in, we think about, we blame ourselves, we shame ourselves, we blame others, we shame others. And I don't know about you, but when I started my emotional intelligence journey, that was the thing that motivated me to start working on my emotional intelligence. I did not want to behave that way anymore. I did not want to feel that way anymore. It wasn't worth it. I was getting nothing out of it, and no one else was getting anything else out of it. So we ask ourselves these questions. How do I respond? Am I getting mad? Am I getting even? Am I shrinking? Am I blowing up? Am I passing on the anger? So I got angry in this situation, and instead of being assertive and expressing it and defending my personal rights and values in a way that was clear and kind, instead I bundled it up, and then when I got home I blew up at friends and family and kids and spouse, the pet. When we can identify and grow this emotional self-awareness skill, then we start to do things that are intentional and action-oriented. We speak up and we defend our personal rights and our values. We share our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs. This is the skill set of assertiveness, but assertiveness cannot live on its own. It must live in balance with empathy, our ability to understand someone else's perspective. And if we lead with assertiveness, so when someone behaves to us in a way that triggers us emotionally, if our initial response is assertiveness to defend ourselves and speak our mind, then we are guaranteeing a blow up. An emotionally intelligent individual stops, and instead of asserting, they go, I don't know what I need to assert yet, because I don't have any idea what this person is intending or meaning or wanting. I'm assuming what it is based on their behavior, but I could be incredibly wrong, because turns out we don't generally make generous assumptions of people's intention. And so if I use the skill of empathy and I ask a question, hey, what's going on with you? Is everything all right? What is it that you need from me? What are you intending from that? Can you please clarify what you meant when you said that? And we explore, trying to understand where they're coming from, why they're coming from that. Then we may determine I don't need to assert anything. What they're doing and expressing and behaving has absolutely nothing to do with me. No need for me to assert. All they needed was someone to listen, to someone to validate. And my emotional self-awareness put me in the condition, in the EQ shape, to be able to do that.